Well, everybody, hello from, where are we? Cemetery Road, opposite the Imperial, if you are aware, and Leeds United have just absolutely demolished Norwich by 4-0. A demolition job by the Whites. Control, dominance, authority, exuberance, excellence, individual class, calibre, quality all across the pitch. I know it all intertwines as one meaning, but Leeds United were one meaning tonight, and that was a unit, but a unit with quality, a unit with patterns of play again, an ethos, a style of play, and Leeds were just unbelievable. And I'm sorry this is in the dark, everybody. It is a dark night here at Ellen Road, and the light hasn't helped me out here, so we're having to go under a lamppost, so apologies for the absolutely terrible light in here. And I'm sure you guys are watching this back and laughing, but you're only here for my words and how I can articulate this for you. But Ellen Road was bouncing tonight. It was absolutely unbelievable from moment one. The crowd played their part on and off the pitch. Leeds United were superb. Leeds United were Premier League tonight, it has to be said. There's no denying that. I could not quite believe what I was seeing. I called for Ipswich Town, the 4-0 victory at home, where Leeds United just didn't let Ipswich get into the game. They decimated the Tractor Boys and they took the souls away from them, and that's exactly what happened tonight. We took Norwich's soul. They couldn't handle us across the pitch. They didn't start Borja Sainz. They started a guy who you would expect to have experience at this level. You would expect to be, decent at this level in Ashley Barnes, and he struggled to get to grips with the game. And listen, the chants towards Ashley Barnes were absolutely hilarious. They didn't start Borja Sainz, which I thought was interesting. I thought it was a bit of a mistake from Wagner. He started Barnes, and as we said in the preview, we thought it was going to be a 4-4-2. It looked a little bit like that, or a 3-5-2, but they just got killed in the transition, got absolutely murdered. 3 wins out of 4 now Farke has over David Wagner and Norwich this season, and he just seems to have them completely worked out. I mean, we're 50% of the way there, aren't we? At this moment in time, Leeds United are 50% of the way there. We've got Wembley to come. Is it going to be against West Brom? Is it going to be against Southampton? I don't know, but the scene's there at the end. The scene's there at half time. I've got some of the goals coming out, everybody. We'll have like a little bit of a vlog, so make sure you check out for that one. We'll have the best bits going on the channel as well. But it has to be said, Leeds arguably just put in the performance of the season there at the right moment, at the right time in the playoffs. And we don't see that with Leeds. We've had it previously with Carlisle when it was a struggle in the semi-finals. We've had it previously with Preston when it's been a struggle. We've had it with Derby when it's been a struggle. We've never put in a performance like that in a semi-final. That was just a battering. There was no pressure. They didn't feel it. We called for mentality monsters. That's what we got tonight. They can do it. And it just shows how important and how strategically, in all fairness to him, Farke got it spot on down at Carrow Road, because those players gained confidence. They grew. They got back to them old selves. They got back to Leeds United pre-international break. They thought, yeah, we can keep a clean sheet. Yeah, we can go to a top side in this division and do well. We're not going to concede like we did against QPR in Southampton. We can go into these games and perform. We can prove it to ourselves, and they proved it to everybody, absolutely everybody, including themselves, that they were Leeds United again. And that United has been missing. It's been individuals going missing, and it's not been good enough. It's quite frankly not been good enough. And have you been proud to see these players wear the shirt post-international break? Probably not. But tonight, on and off the pitch, Leeds United were absolutely incredible, and there is no bad performance, in my opinion. No performance where you look at it and go, oh, okay, that could have been better, that could have been better, that could have been better. I thought Glenn Kamara and Gruev got the balance absolutely perfect to completely disarm Gabi Sara and Marcelino Nunes. You then also look at the problematic scene that we're probably all thinking about, that Archie wasn't in that midfield. He went to right back, and we were probably thinking, well, is he going to be able to press McLean like we all thought he would? And he did in that first leg. He disarmed Kenny McLean, and that was a brilliant tactic used by Daniel Farke. He moved to the 4-3-3, went back to the 4-2-3-1 tonight, and Archie was the best player on the pitch. Johnny Rowe tried to get some change out of him in that second half. It didn't work. He thought maybe that was going to be a bit of a weak link, in comparison to Junior Firpo in the first half, where he struggled. Well, he couldn't get any change out of him. He was absolutely struggling. And it's another performance where one of the best wingers in the league against Leeds United, whether or not it be Junior Firpo or Archie Gray, and Johnny Rose just struggled. I thought it was a mistake them not starting Borja Sainz. I thought they got a little bit better when he came on. But regardless, it didn't matter. Even if he came on and put a bit of a flutter of a performance in, it didn't matter because Leeds were dominant in every facet of that play. Leeds were in complete control, and I can only compare it to that Ipswich game, to that Huddersfield game at home, of which I was lucky enough to be at both, and tonight obviously, where Leeds were just out wide in the midfield, at the back. I mean, Ampadu, his anticipation tonight, his tough tackling, but quite underrated in this sense, was not only does the tough tackles come, not only does the anticipation comes, but the calm heads. You know, there was, when I'm talking about mentality monsters tonight, nobody lost their head. Nobody lost their head in a tackle. Nobody lost their head to the referee. It was calm, it was cool, it was calculated, it was smooth. And I am so proud of this team tonight. I'm so proud of the manager. I've got questions about the manager throughout the season. I have to, you guys know that if I'm being transparent with you. There's things where I look at this manager and I wonder. Tonight and over these 2 legs, he has got it spot on. Tactically, I thought even his substitutions tonight, you know, the 3 that came on at the right time, Dan James coming on at the right time. I thought after that 4th goal was the right point to be pragmatic. Leeds were pragmatic. He didn't panic. There was still 30 minutes of the game left. And he just thought to himself, do you know what, I know it's 4-0, but I trust these players at this moment in time. I know that sounds ridiculous, but 4-0 up in a semi-final, you're always still a little bit nervous if you're a Leeds United fan. But I was just so proud of the lads tonight. At the end, I predict a riot marching on together. It was all just a culmination of beauty, really, and a culmination of what Leeds United means. And I saw loads of people there tonight. Everybody was in good spirits. Everybody was in a good mood. It was great to see. And the fans were just impeccable, you know, absolutely impeccable. And the only people at Holbeck Cemetery tonight should be the Norwich City manager and players. You know, dead, absolutely dead this evening, nowhere near good enough, and Leeds United have dug the grave. But what we should be saying, really, as I have Leeds in the backdrop over here, is it's not over yet. We're 50% of the way there. We've got to Wembley. We've got to Wembley, and that's something we haven't done in the last playoff semi-final. Did we have players as good as this? I don't think so. But what these players can do is turn it on like that. And we all know they've got the ability, they've got the calibre, they've got everything, these group of players. You know, you're still looking at a scenario where you're bringing on, you know, just ridiculous championship talent. And as I can hear Wembley going on in the background here, even, you know, where I am about 3 miles away from the ground, everyone's jubilant, everyone's positive, everyone's buzzing, everyone's ringing family. And no one can quite believe what they've seen. Everybody in Ellen Road was a little bit tentative at the start, but it should have been 10-0. I don't exaggerate there. The amount of one-on-ones we had, I do have to say, Ilan Meslier at 2-0 made the best save he's made this season. And that's what I'm talking about. It wasn't just. And I thought his kicking was better tonight. His handling, he only had 2 crosses to come and collect, but he collected well, calm. And listen, game states obviously make pressure a little bit different. Leeds were 2-3, 4-0 up at this point, but he did his job. They all did the job. Kamara and Grev shot off the midfield. We scored from a set piece. A midfielder scored. Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. And they were all in it tonight. Ampadu barking at him, absolutely barking at him in the team talks. And I have to say, I'm so proud of him tonight. And yeah, guys, I hope you guys are as well. And as we just keep hearing Wembley, it doesn't get boring, does it? It really doesn't get boring. It's just great. Happy times. We've got to take all this in. And I'm buzzing I was here tonight, I have to say. And a lot of you guys who can't get to the ground and all this sort of stuff, sometimes you're lucky enough to get down there. And if you can ever get down there, I'd all encourage you, because this is what life's all about. Getting down and watching your team. And, you know, we all love them, don't we? And we're at Wembley. And hopefully I'll see all you guys there. Completely proud of every single one of them tonight. Take it all in, everybody. Leeds United are off to Wembley. Sarah. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe. Keep tuned into the channel. I'll see you in a bit.